MSC Meraviglia. It's a new cruise line for us. We've never sailed on MSC, so we're looking forward to trying something different. Hopefully this is not too windy of a video.
Right.
It's pretty windy right here.
Yeah, it's a really elegant ship. It's very, very nice. A little bit nicer than some of the ones we've been on, but the food's been a little bit odd. But we'll get used to that. We've only had a little bit from the buffet, so we'll see.
So anyway, we are setting sail for 4 days to the Bahamas. Tomorrow we're in Nassau, and then we have 2 days in their private island called Ocean Key. So it should be nice. Well, we finally made it through check-in.
Yowza! An hour and 40 minutes
Yeah.
from the moment we arrived at the pier till we got on, well, not quite on board, but almost.
We're on the gangway, so we're getting close.
Very strange check-in process, not like back home at all, so interesting.
Yep, but we're excited.
We're excited.
Our luggage is already here, so we're in 12083. If Andy can make it in.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Okay, couch,
Sorry.
table,
First, clasp the waist belt. Then
TV,
clasp the belt under your chin. Pull
bed.
the free end to tighten. If your life jacket's too small, or if you weigh over 140 kilos, 308 pounds,
and
you can always
okay, here we go. Oh, it looks like we're kind of in an indentation part of the ship. Interesting. Anyway, a little bit cloudy today, but its temperature is perfect. Couldn't ask for better temps. So we are hungry and ready to go eat lunch. Here's the closet. And then here's the bathroom.
smoke or see a fire.
Nice shower.
Red fire alarm button found around the ship. And alert a crew member or officers manning the bridge. The crew
Nice size bathroom. Well, not about standard, but
all our crew members are regularly drilled
pretty
in
nice.
fire safety.
you can see way in the distance over there. How far can I zoom in? Not very far. That is Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That might be the SpaceX.
And then these boats over here say SpaceX. So I don't know if these, you can see those kind of launch things in the distance. They might be SpaceX. I don't know. Looks kind of ominous, a little bit of rain. And then right here, you see the Disney Cruise Line Port Canaveral Terminal. So that's kind of cool. No ship there today, but docked right next to it. And out there in the distance, you see the harmony of the seas just setting sail. I'm not sure where it's going, but
I'm not sure if you can see over there, but there's a lot of dark clouds, and you can see the rain actually coming down in some of the clouds. And some
yeah,
of the-
yeah, pretty dark.
Dark area.
Hopefully we get the rain overnight and it's gone by morning.
Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it.
Well, good morning. We are in Nassau, Bahamas, and we are doing an excursion today to a place called Blue Lagoon Island. And it's like a place where you can sit on the beach. I think there's maybe some swimming pools. You can rent kayaks and paddle boards, and there's like a sea lion adventure and other things you can do. But anyway, we're planning to just chill out on the beach today, and
Very, very, very windy here.
it's very windy, but temperature is just very
Yeah, it's really cloudy.
Mid-70s?
It's not very pleasant.
maybe mid-70s. It's not hot, it's not cool, but we're on our way. Our room is right over there. We finally found a spot in the sun, huh? It's windy and cloudy, and the clouds keep covering the sun, so then you actually feel a little bit chilled when the wind picks up. But we moved over to this spot where there's like not a soul over here,
Yeah. This is
And,
a good place to be.
there's no wind over here, and
It's warm.
we can get the sun, it's not really blocking us, so it's kind of nice. So anyway, just having a nice leisurely day. There's not many people here. It's mainly just our group from our ship, which was only, I don't know, 20, 25 people. I don't know. So it's kind of nice. He's trying to brave what he calls the cold. It's 73 degrees. So the guy said there was some fish in here, so he's gonna go check it out, see if he can see any fish over there by the rocks.
Yeah, so just show this lagoon here. This lagoon is not very deep, and so I was swimming around looking for something. I found a stingray. It was probably maybe a foot across, about like this, but the stinger on it, the tail on it, was a good 3 feet, and so I just kind of followed it. You'll see some video. Hopefully, it comes through on that. The water, you know, this is the Bahamas, so I'm expecting the water to be nice and warm, and it's not. It's okay. You can get used to it after a little while. But what's really weird is in some of those dark areas, you probably can't see them from the video, but in some of the dark areas out there, you swim along and there'd be like giant pockets of really warm water. It was very strange, like a bathtub. And then you'd swim a couple more feet and you'd be out of it. And so, you know, if you got really cold, you just swim into one of those pockets and hang there for a little while, and then you could swim on from there. But anyway, it was cool. It wasn't what I expected. There wasn't very many fish to be seen. So I'll try again tomorrow, see what happens.
Today is day 3 of our cruise, and we were supposed to be at the private island Ocean Key today, but because of weather conditions, you can see it's pretty windy, waves are pretty choppy. We're apparently not able to get through the channel to access the island, so we get a free sea day, which is nice too, but I don't know. I guess it would have been nice to be on the island, right? On a beach.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not very nice weather, so
Yeah, it's not.
windy, and nice snorkeling. It's not particularly warm, so
Yeah.
I'm just absolutely thrilled with the idea of doing nothing for a couple of days because it's been a whirlwind. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah. So it's okay. Get to enjoy some stuff around the ship, and we were due to have a second day on the island tomorrow, so we're hoping that pans out. Weather-wise, we're able to still go tomorrow, so we'll see. But might just do a few things around the ship and chill out. So I just had to film you because you look so handsome tonight.
Oh, Lord.
But tell us about what we did this afternoon and how we did that.
We transferred all of our points from Carnival to MSC. They allow you this one-time transfer. And of course, we're platinum on Carnival because we've taken 15 of them, and so we're gold members here on the ship, which is kind of way up there. So one of the perks was they let you have an hour of stuff in the spa, and it was really cool. We went in at first, and we went in the hot steam room, sat both of us in the dry sauna, and that was cool. And then we went to a jacuzzi where they had these lounges that you would lay down on your back, and it was a jacuzzi, and it was just like floating. It was fantastic. And then the last thing we did was so interesting. You push a button, and it was this, like you described it, like a car wash. It was this long corridor with glass on both sides, and you would push the button, and freezing cold water would come out of a sprinkler-like thing on the top, and it would shut off, and the next one would go, and it was really hot water, not boiling, but very hot water that would pour down on your head like a sprinkler, and I could barely stand it, and I love hot water, and then it would shut off, and the next one would come on, and it would be just cool water, but not freezing water. And that would go for a minute or two, and then it would shut off, and you'd move one more step up, and then that was nice warm water to finish it all off. That was one of the coolest things I'd ever done in a spa. It was really cool.
It was a really cool spa.
You come out of there being so relaxed and so comfortable. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, it was a nice perk.
Yeah,
it was a nice perk.
It was. Well, okay, so this is the last day of our cruise. It's kind of not the greatest day. You kind of see the weather behind us is not real great. So we kind of just hung out in our room some. We are so tired, just so tired. This has been a really long trip. Starting off with a lot in Disneyland just wiped us out. Because of the bad weather, I mean, this is bad weather. It's just windy. They couldn't go into the ports.
It's not cold,
yeah,
particularly.
It's not particularly
I mean, it's not
cold.
warm. But
Yeah, it's fine, but because of the wind especially, the ship couldn't make it into the narrow canal of the island we were supposed to go to. So they tried and they couldn't get in, so they just said, we're going to spend the next 2 days at sea. So it's okay with us because we've just relaxed.
I guess the cost of cruising in February.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, again, we're going on another one in a few months, so we're going to be happy with that. But today we hung out in our room, and then we just came back from seeing an Elvis impersonator. He was actually a very good Elvis. He started off his show with about 20, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes of him just singing music. And it was kind of weird because everybody had gone there to see an Elvis impersonator, and then this guy is there playing his guitar and singing songs, and that, you know, half the audience knew and half of them didn't know. It was just kind of weird. And then all of a sudden he said, okay, stay tuned, I'll be back in 10 minutes as Elvis. And we're like, oh, okay. So he was doing his own thing first and then Elvis. So sorry for the long story, it's really stupid, but anyway. So he was a really good Elvis impersonator, very good. So that was that. But I can't think of anything else. We're in the middle of a trivia contest. It's called Progressive Trivia, and we are in second place. It's a trivia game that goes every day, and so you go and you do like 15 questions each day, and you get points for each day. So we're in second place on the last day, so we'll probably go up there and do the last of our trivia contest, because you know how much I love trivia. So I think that's about all, right?
Yep, just gonna have a quiet night and then gotta head out early in the morning.
Yeah, so.
You ain't never going around, ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. They say you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Hey, Hawaii, the night is fading, and you are heaven to me. Cause I love you too much. Yeah! Thank you.
So we're in the airport waiting for our flight home, but we just wanted to give our final overall thoughts on MSC. I was just thinking that to me, it was pretty comparable to Carnival, as far as like the feel, the vibe, the food, pretty much food quality, the type of entertainment. I think as far as the food goes, like the buffet, I think Carnival gets a slight edge because of having like the blue iguana and the guy's burgers. Their selection and stuff was just okay. But like their hamburgers were just terrible. They were not great. And hot dogs. I mean, if that's what you wanted for lunch. Anyway, and then some of the other things was like, I know because of COVID, but you couldn't like get your own drinks and coffee and stuff. So that to me was a little bit of a hassle. They had to serve that to you if you wanted it. What do you think?
Okay, let's see. So I kind of agree that it was very on the par of Carnival. They had a lot of party atmosphere up around the pool deck, and I didn't like that they didn't show any movies on the big screen out there. That was kind of dumb. What a waste of a big screen. They just would show a picture on it most of the time. And let's see, the food, yeah, it wasn't even close to Carnival's as far as I'm concerned, or actually of Holland. It wasn't as good as Holland as far as I'm concerned. It's more European because it's a European Italian ship, and so the food and the dining room was just a little off from what I would normally eat. And then April's right, those different burgers. I mean, they had burgers that looked like they literally cooked them in the morning and then they just threw them between two pieces of buns and let them sit there until somebody got them. So I had a terrible experience at the pizza place though, which I'll not go into, but the guy basically refused to make me a pizza because I wanted it with very little cheese. So that really bothered me because that was ridiculous. I paid little money for that cruise, and so I should have got what I wanted. Anyway, but you know, honestly, I would probably go on it again. It was very, very beautiful ship. I didn't like some of the trivia games. It's too hard to explain why, but they weren't the same, and so I just wasn't used to it. Other than that, it was fine. The room was bigger than most of the rooms that we would normally go in. The bathroom was smaller to me than what some of the bathrooms are.
I think the balcony was a little bit smaller too.
Yeah, but what I really loved is that the bed sat right on the side of the balcony. And it wasn't like Carnival and the other ones where you have to open up a door. These were sliding glass doors. So you could open it and just leave it open. And it would stay open. It was really, really nice. So.
Yeah. One of the other cool things they do is they give you a wristband, and it's partially for contact tracing, but it's also can be your room key and your charges around the ship. So if you buy something, you can just scan your wristband to open your room, scan your wristbands. That's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I've not seen that anywhere else.
You had to reserve a seat for the shows. You couldn't just walk into the show. So you would do that on the app, and then when you walked in, you'd show them your wrist, and
They'd scan it.
They'd scan your wrist, and it would let you in. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, the shows were just eh.
They were
But
fine.
I
They're
find
like
that I
most
find that
other
on most
shows.
cruise lines, honestly.
Yeah.
I think our overall decision was that if we saw an MSC cruise again that was a good price, was going to certain places that we wanted to go, then we would probably have no issue sailing them again.
I would.
But we wouldn't seek them out or anything, definitely. So anyway, we had a good time, with the exception of missing our port, the private island, both days, and having 2 sea days. Seemed like there was a little less activities on the second day. Maybe they were running out of things for us to do, but it was okay. It was fine.
It was fine.
So until the next one, everybody. Bye. We're in Meraviglia, and
Anna's calling me. Sorry, can't talk right now. I've had way too many iced teas to drink.
lick your ice cream. Lick it.